What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? For those who do not know me, my name is Swemi, and as you guys see on the title today, I will be doing a story time, which I don't believe I have done on my channel yet. So if you guys are at all interested in hearing about my experience on why I don't post my kids on social media no more, stay tuned and keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so before I get started, I do want to mention that this video is 100% based on my experience, and this is not towards anyone who posts their kids online already. Another big reason is really just to spread awareness in this topic. I know a lot of people do not understand because it probably hasn't happened to them yet. But hopefully with sharing my experience, you guys are maybe influenced to see the situation in a different way, in a positive way, in a way where we can protect our children. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have like maybe 3 or 4 topics I do want to mention. The first topic is going to be when I started posting and why. For me, this topic is important because it kind of draws you back on the way I used to think. So back then there was Facebook. I used to post a lot on Facebook and my profile was public. Then came along Instagram and Snapchat. YouTube was already around and I used to post on YouTube as well. My thought process was really just sharing pictures because I like taking them. I like dressing my kids up. I love taking photos. I love editing photos. A lot of the time I would get compliments on the way I take photos. A lot of times the way I took photos was just on my phone. That was my main big reasons why I posted photos to begin with, was my passion for photos and editing photos. Also, you know, to share with friends and family. That being said, a lot of the friends I had in the beginning were people I knew, were people I went to high school, were people I went to middle school. And on YouTube, well, that was a little different. On YouTube, obviously, I'm not able to tell who follows me and who does not, unless your settings are in public. So at the end of the day, I never really knew who was following me on YouTube. As I mentioned in every video, YouTube is something that I really enjoy doing. With that being said, I didn't really think anything of it. I was just doing what I like to do. So now I want to go ahead and move on to my first experience I had as far as posting Adrian on Snapchat. My Snapchat was public to begin with. I have now recently deleted a lot of people and I only have friends on there that I can truly trust, and I can say that I can bring my kids around too. So if you're coming from my Snapchat, you're one of those people that I would bring my kids around. And that's why it's the only platform or social media that I post our faces in. And with that being said, I really don't have many people on there to begin with. All my other social media platforms are in fact public, but if you guys go look back on all of my posts, if you guys haven't already noticed, I have deleted all of the pictures that show my kids' faces, anything that exposes them. I have blurred out their faces in a lot of the videos I could. I still have yet to go through a lot of videos to continue to edit. I deleted or privated videos on YouTube because I am unable to really work with the YouTube editing app they have. The way I try to post them, because obviously, you know, I do want to share that I am a mom and I have 2 wonderful kids, is only showing the back of them, maybe the side of them, covering their faces up if I want to post like a full picture of them. Okay, anyway, so let's backtrack a little bit because I'm getting distracted. My first experience of someone screenshotting a picture of my son was on Snapchat. There was this one girl who I knew because of high school. She was in one of my classes. I never talked to her though. I never really knew her name, to be honest. She followed me on Facebook, she followed me on Instagram, and then she added me on Snapchat, and by her Snapchat name, I was able to know who the person was. Then after that, her posting on her Snapchat confirmed that it was her. This girl was also a mom, so that's why I didn't find anything weird by accepting her friend request. But what ended up happening is she ended up screenshotting a picture of Adrian. The first time that it happened, I brushed it off because I am guilty of accidentally screenshotting something, but it has never happened more than that one time, okay? And it happens very, very rarely. So again, I brush it off the first time. Second time comes around and it's a screenshot of one of Adrian's photos again. So then the second time I went ahead and actually messaged her and I asked, hey, I saw your name has a screenshot under this picture. I'm assuming it's just an accident, you know, is it? And she ended up replying, sorry, it's just an accident. I didn't mean to screenshot. Then it happened a third time. And within those photos, there's multiple photos that were posted of me and him mixed. So it just didn't make sense to why only that one photo had a screenshot for the third time. After that, I decided to block her. Didn't think I needed to message her again because I felt like maybe I would have known her response already based on her second time response. So I blocked her off everything, unfriended her off everything, and that was that. Okay, so moving on to my second experience. This was on Instagram, maybe? I think Instagram, to be honest. But at this time, my profile was still public, and there was a thing I did where it was a slideshow every time Adrian turned one more year. And I don't remember the age, but basically it was a slideshow. It was posted on Instagram, and on Instagram it was saved. I don't think you could see who saves your videos on Instagram. Unfortunately, I do not know who saved it, but I ended up taking it down because of that reason. Or the bigger picture here, who is saving a kid's video? You know what I mean? And at that time, there was like no family that I had on Instagram like that. Like, there's no reason for someone to save my video, in my opinion, but there's no reason at all. So yeah, that happened. Once again, I brushed it off, you guys. And unfortunately, not once did I think of putting my profile on private. At that time, I again was doing YouTube and I wanted to expand my platform, and by doing so, you have to have your medias on public, and on public, you have to share this, you have to share that, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then years passed, you know, years passed. It never happened again. So I kept sharing Adrian's face. I kept posting us and not changing any of my settings. It never happened again. I don't know. At the end of the day, though, I don't know who's screen recording. I don't know who's screenshotting. I don't know who's saving this or who's saving that. So there's that, okay? But in my head, I did not go across my mind again, because this is also something that you see on social media. You see people sharing their kids. You see people sharing them growing up. You see famous people showing, you know, their kids, like if it's nothing, right? Okay, so me thinking it's okay to share my kids on the media because it's a normal thing to do, you know, it is a normal thing to do. Everybody does it. I just didn't think to put anything private. Not until the third experience I had, and this was with posting a slideshow of Leah turning 1. And this was on TikTok, and that video was getting more views than what I had back then. When I opened up TikTok again and refreshed it, I've seen saved, and on TikTok you can see who saves your videos. So I go on, refresh a page, I see saves, I click on the saves, and there's just random people saving this video. Like, why are you saving this video? You know, a lot of the times on social media there's a lot of spams, there's a lot of inappropriate accounts, there's just accounts that just look weird, have weird names, don't have names at all, and that's just something to look out for. You know, during this there was random people just saving a video of my daughter, and I, not even like 2 seconds in, I deleted the video. And after that, that's when I decided my kids cannot be shown on the media, because I don't know what the heck people are doing with these saved videos. You know, are they screen recording it? Are they screenshotting it? Like, you know, as a mom, all this stuff goes through my head. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, why are you saving this video? Like, it has nothing to do with anything, honestly. Okay, so then I posted a video on YouTube of me and my sister doing a pickle video, and that video had a lot of views. It had like, well, for me, it had like 37k plus views or something like that. And under that video, unfortunately, it did have inappropriate comments. I don't remember the time frame, if it was TikTok first and then YouTube or what it was. But basically, I took that video down, and it was another reason to stop posting the kids because, you know, inappropriate comments coming through towards me, towards the whole video itself. So that was my third experience, and I'm glad I was able to learn that now. If I wouldn't have, I don't know where these saved videos or photos or whatever could be now. With that, moving on to the third topic is, how do I plan on continuing to avoid posting them if I'm putting myself out there publicly? Well, that's the thing. I am not posting them no more. I am covering their faces. I am not showing them at all. It does, in a way, make it harder for me to come up with videos, because originally I wanted like videos to be about me being a mom, me showing them off, blah blah blah. You know, there's a lot of mommy creators out there that are doing this and maybe are not aware, or maybe are. And then of course you see all these like famous people influencing and posting their kids, like if it's nothing, which I already mentioned, right? So it just gives you like a motivation to just keep posting them, you know. And then the movie Sound of Freedom comes out, you guys, and that just gave me a more freaking alarm to just stop posting, because like, you just never know. You just never know what could happen with one photo. All it takes, one photo, you guys. And then AI being a thing that's like coming up right now, and it's just scary to think, like, if you really think about it, it's really scary to think that one photo can really just be enough to trick you, or to, worst case scenario, lose your kids because you decide to post a photo on social media. Which leads me to my last topic, is ways that you can avoid posting your kids as much, or even if you wanted to, ways you can avoid from exposing them as much. Again, I do want to mention this is just to spread awareness and speaking from my experience. I'm not talking about this towards anyone specifically, or anybody who does this already, because again, a lot of people do this and a lot of people just find it like normal. So ways to avoid posting your kids or exposing them so much. Obviously, one, putting your platforms on private, only accepting people that you truly trust. These are the people that you feel like you can bring your kids around. If you do want to post them, you know, blur their faces out, cover their faces out. You know, there's ways that you can take pictures that won't exactly show their faces as much. And that's really my biggest thing, you know, just covering their face. You know, angles that you can get, that you can share your moment of you and your kids, but not necessarily them. And yeah, that's a little bit of ways that you can go ahead and avoid situations like that happening, especially if your accounts are in public, you guys. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I'm not telling you what to post or what not to post. I'm just saying, be careful on what you do post, especially it coming down to your kids, or any kids, not even your kids, your friends' kids, your cousins' kids, your family's kids, you know, anybody's kids. Like, especially if they're not your kids, you should not be posting them, honestly, unless the parent agrees. So this does bring me to an end on this video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. How do you guys think that we could spread this word around, or what you guys think at all on this topic. Besides that, let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.